What's going on, family? This is a King LiKuiD show message, and I am your man, King LiKuiD. That's LiKuid, the K for the king, not the Q for the queen. And on this day, family, I want to bid all of you happy Kwanzaa. I hope all of you are feeling good as we get ready to close out 2019 and we're heading into 2020. I thought it would be a good time to make a good message and share some thoughts that I hope you find value in as we move into 2020. Family, like so many of you, I've been listening to Professor Black Truth and Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Jason Black. I've been listening to these brothers. Hey, these brothers have inspired me to start up my YouTube channel and get back into radio again. These brothers challenged me to look at myself and say, hey, as a black man, what talents and abilities and skills do I have that I can put towards building something that I enjoy doing, but something that's going to be of some value for the black community? And this is one of the reasons why I'm doing the King LiKuiD show. It's one of the reasons why I'm making these King LiKuiD show messages. And you know, you are subscribed to me on YouTube and you're hearing me. Or if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that notification bell, all right? Thank you very much, because you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified anytime I upload new videos, and hit that like button. I'm small, I'm growing my channel right now, so all the likes I can get are appreciated. So now, on this message, fam, I want to talk about 2020 and beyond. Family, it's about economic empowerment. Black empowerment is economic empowerment, period. In the words of Dr. Boyce Watkins, reparations, yes, preparations, better. We can't afford to sit around and wait. We know what we need to do. Like I just got through saying, I identified a need. Like, for example, in the black community, there are not too many people realize that we lost over 100 black-owned radio stations in the last 25 years. Over 100 radio stations nationwide, black-owned in the last 25 years, and the jobs to go along with them. Media jobs, black media jobs. It's economic empowerment. 2020 and beyond. 2020 and beyond, economic empowerment. Now, some of you that may be listening, you might be like, well, I don't know what I should do as far as economic empowerment. I don't have a job. Here, let me tell y'all something right now. I'm going to share with you some of my experiences as a child in the hopes that some of y'all can use it. You know, as a Gen Xer, there were some things that I didn't learn from my parents, but I learned in observation in how to do things. I learned from my grandmama and how to build an economy. So this is how we do it. Take my example. Some of y'all that's interested in media, broadcasting, TV. When you turn on the cable networks, you can have 1,000 channels. How many of them are black? More importantly, the ones that are black, how many of those are actually black owned? Start there. That's how you do it. You start there. I did some research about black-owned radio stations and the passage of the 1996 Telecommunications Act. I did a King LiKuiD show message about it. I referred to it as Black Radio Genocide. And ultimately, it was one of these things where they passed a law in 1996, thanks to Bill Clinton, and he gets this law passed. Wow, iHeartRadio, Viacom, Sony, Warner Brothers, I mean, they just came in and absolutely demolished homegrown, black-owned community radio. Poof. Now, how many of us paid any attention to that? Nah, we wasn't paying no attention to that. No. We didn't think we had a responsibility to support those resources, those things in our community that are ours. Well, I'm telling you now, family, we got a responsibility to support our community resources. Those of you that have listened to some of my messages, I say we must support our community resources, otherwise we ain't gonna have no community resources. If we don't support and protect our own, we ain't gonna have none. And that needs to be our ideology. Look here. Yeah, I'm King LiKuiD, but y'all gotta remember, I'm a DJ, man. That's why I do this. I like playing music. I like keeping black music alive, so it's not usurped. Think about it. You'll never run out of classic music and classic rock stations. Anywhere you go in the United States, you're gonna find country, 3 or 4 options for country in some cases. You're gonna have classic and you're gonna have classic rock. Them white folk make sure that those things are in place. So I wanna make sure that I'm putting an outlet out there that's talking about black music, news, and opinions. We're gonna play classic hip hop, soul, R&B, reggae, jazz, Afrobeat, deep and soulful house. And then we're gonna talk about different things that are affecting our community. Because how many other outlets out there are like that on a regular? I don't know. I haven't seen too many. But that's another example of what I'm talking about. Now, with this program, my show, I can get this to advertisers, black-owned businesses that, might be doing tours to the Caribbean. I can be advertising saying, hey, contact Pro Africa Tours, Pro Africa World Tours, or Brothers and Sisters Legal Services. You see what I'm saying, family? You sisters out there that know how to do hair. Yeah, you. Instead of worrying about running to the Korean all of the time, instead of worrying about running to the Asian all of the time, you know your hair. You know your hair better than anybody on the planet. So I say, sisters, start up salons. But we ain't got no capital. Don't need no capital. All you need is your bathroom, and you go from there. Yes, that's how I remember growing up in the neighborhood. All right, in the hood, that's how it was. You'd see sisters all the time hustling on the side to get them some extra cash. And the ones that could braid real good and press real good, every weekend, you knew they always had money, plenty of money. Shoot, my cousins, they used to get $500 to $1,000 a week just from doing hair. You see what I'm saying, family? Now, the question I ask to y'all is this. Do you have to go to college to do any of that? Nope. Do you have to take on student loans to do any of that? Nope. Can you hustle on the side to get your grind on until you get up to where you can buy a building and have hire people to take care of your marketing and promotion? Yes, if you stick to it. Yep. Because you're gonna have customers that come to depend on you. Okay? Another example, fellas. Okay? Some of you fellas is like, well, man, I can't get no job. They don't want to hire me. Hey, listen, look here, man. janitor services, man. Now, some brothers may hear that and say, what are you talking about, man? Negro, ain't no way I'm mopping white man's floors. Oh, just hear me out. Hear me out. They have quite a few of our brothers in prison. Quite a few of our brothers that when they get out of prison, you think society's gonna want to have anything to do with them, or is society just gonna pretty much toss them aside? Society ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with them. But you can. When I say janitor service, pay attention to what Donald Trump has been doing, fellas. He's stepping up with these ICE raids. I was reading an article, what was this, 2 or 3 days ago. Donald Trump, I mean, this is, she broke the law, but the emotional piece of it, I understand. But she broke the law. There's I think it was an Army First Lieutenant on leave, and I think this is in San Diego. He's hugging his mama before she goes back across the border through Tijuana to go back to Mexico. All right. Now, of course, hey, that kind of sucks. The guy's he's an Army lieutenant, but hey, man, your mama broke the law, dude. She broke the law. I understand. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. But she could be in one of them camps. Yeah, she could be laid out in one of them camps, man. I'm just saying. I mean, Trump is just raining down on these immigrants. So what does that mean? As black men, that's opportunity for us. Because who been doing the janitor jobs? That's right, the Hispanics. They've been doing them. And when I say janitor jobs, fellas, I want you to understand exactly where I'm coming from. Think government contracts. You've got huge government facilities that require cleaning. Okay? Now, the money that you earn from doing the janitor business, you take that and you start learning skills when it comes to facilities management. And when I say facilities management, now we're getting into like HVAC maintenance. We're getting into things like infrastructure of the building architecture, electrical systems. You see what I'm saying, fellas? Now, does going to college require any of this? Nope. Can y'all figure out some kind of way amongst y'all, the cat down the road, set aside your hatred for one another and realize, hey, when the police show up, he hates both of you equally. He can kill both of you like your dogs, and there ain't a goddamn thing you or your community can do about it other than what I'm talking about right here. Black economic empowerment 2020 and beyond. Now, family, I've just laid out some quick ideas. I don't have all the answers. I'm King LiKuiD. I'm an online radio personality and a DJ. I like to play music, and I like to talk about what's going on with black folk. And hopefully, God willing, when my time on this earth comes to an end, I will have written my legacy in such a way where I can say I go to the grave and say, hey, I played a role in helping to revitalize independent black radio in America. If I can do that, thank God and thank the ancestors. So family, it's black economic empowerment in 2020. If you're asking yourself the question, how should I vote? You vote black economic empowerment in 2020. When 2022 comes around, you ask yourself, well, what should I be doing when it comes to politics? How should I vote? You vote black economic empowerment in 2022. And you keep voting black economic empowerment until we get reparations and tangibles. Period. Let that sink in. You vote Black economic empowerment for 2020, 2022, and you keep voting Black economic empowerment until we receive reparations and tangibles. No surrender, no compromise, no adding, no taking away. This is what we're going to do today, tomorrow, and every day. We're going to vote Black economic empowerment. And family, I want to end with this. If the spirit of doubt is coming up in your mind, if the spirit of King LiKuiD, who is he? What gives him the right to say this? Who I am is a black man. A man that's descended from a people that's been enslaved. A man that doesn't even know where to begin when it comes to my history and culture, other than to say Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, and then I've been told I'm connected to Africa. Like so many black people in America. So it's one of these things where we can't keep asking, we got to start taking. And the way we start taking is by what I just laid out. Thanks for listening to this message. And thank you for your support. And happy Kwanzaa to all of you. Listen, one of the principles of Kwanzaa is unity. We're going to pull this off, family. We're going to pull this off because we're going to be unified. Either it's unite or die. And when it comes to uniting, I'm not trying to be uniting with anybody that's going to be holding back black economic empowerment, period. That's where I draw the line. I draw the line at black economic empowerment. Once you show me that you are against black economic empowerment, I'm going to show you the door. I'm going to say, don't let the doorknob hit you or the good Lord split you. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not going to ask or apologize for it. No. Because see, family, once upon a time, we had over 300 black towns here in America. These towns were burned down to the ground, sabotage, all kind of hell rained down on them, simply because they were being economically successful. No. If black economic empowerment was not the solution, why do these white imperialists keep attacking it? Why? So I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And again, happy Kwanzaa, family. Be thankful that you have made it through this year, 2019. And we are going to work towards making 2020 a stepping stone in the journey of black economic empowerment. And we will know we have accomplished our goal when we get there. I am King LiKuiD.